Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack bringing you live tournament action in Alt-Jun. That is the All-League tournament. We are going to be watching game number 2 in this best-of-3 matchup between Anjing and Microstar. Microstar is up 1 game to his opponent right now. They're going to be playing the second game on Shakuris Plateau by request of Anjing. As always, we give the loser the next map pick, so hopefully this will be a good map for him. We would like to see this go to game 3. We always love that. Let's take a look at APM. Oh my goodness, Microstar! He was peaking well over 300 there. My goodness, average of 287, 285, 290. He's averaging 300. You see that he's peaking at 410. Oh my goodness. And Anjing not doing too shabby himself. Look at that, average of 218 right now. Both of these guys very, very serious. Anjing saying right before game 2 that he is hyped up right now, ready to go. That's what we like to hear. I want to see him take this game down, put the pressure on Microstar. It is not too much to hope that we will have an upset in a match like this because, I mean, he is only slightly behind his opponent. He's in Platinum League and his opponent Microstar is a Diamond. So, I mean, it's not too far. I mean, the skill level is there, I think. It just comes down to some small things, you know, that really set those two apart. But Anjing definitely going to be ready for this. It sounds like he is pumped up, ready to go. I hope that he does do something awesome here and takes a win, because I love seeing games go to 3. I love when the pressure is on both players. That always makes me happy. I don't like it when the pressure is on me, however, so I don't play very many tournaments anymore. But let's see what we've got here. We do have Anjing. Looks like he's going to be cruising over here with this Overlord and taking an expansion right away, and no spawning pool quite yet. Should be there any moment. Chrono Boost going down on the Nexus right now. It looks like he is going to be done with that here for just a moment, and we will see what he has got for us. A Forge, so we probably will expect an expansion here any moment. Either that or he will be going for some cannoning of this hatchery if he can catch it in time before it finishes and starts spreading creep where you can't really get you know, pylons in the correct position. If he catches wind of that in time, we may see some pylons and some what do you call it, photon cannons right there in the natural of Anjing. So right now we do have, here goes the expansion for Microstar. So there it is. And look at this. He will be putting a cannon in this base. Has this been spotted? I do not know, but we will find out. It is definitely being spotted. This Overlord very well placed to catch wind of that. So good job there by Anjing. Here comes the cannon though. Not in position to necessarily defend it as of yet. And looks like he's going to be moving this attack forward. Look at that. Another photon cannon going down, and look at all these drones being pulled off the line to try and deal with this. Is he going to get the cancel on this? I assume he is. Yes, he is going to get the cancel. And down goes another one right in the same spot. Wow, the micro on that probe is doing very, very well. Get that probe out of there. Don't die, don't die. Wow. Pretty good micro there by Microstar. Yet again, that's what we like to see. And it looks like this is definitely going to be held off. Unfortunately, he will be losing 3 pylons here without being able to do any damage. So that is no fun. And now Anjing going to be in pretty decent position. Let's take a look at Units tab. However, Microstar been staying on top of his probe production, so he is economically doing just fine. As long as he can hold off this counter-attack here that is coming right now, that is quite a few Zerglings on the field. That is 16 of them headed over to his base right now. He is spotting that there is nothing going on in the way of defense, so Microstar may be in a little bit of trouble. What is going on? I think Anjing really ought to be moving his whole army there right now. There's only 1 photon cannon here. I think he could probably deal with this. Oh, I really think he's losing an opportunity here, and he is definitely backing out. Oh my goodness, I would rather see him be attacking. I think he could have definitely taken out this photon cannon with that many Zerglings. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, I'm just a little frustrated right now. But he doesn't know what I know because I get to see the whole map. So, I mean, his decision-making, we can't blame him that much. And it's probably a safe choice. You never know what can happen. But it is what it is. We do not question why sometimes. Look at this cybernetic score finally going down at 6 minutes and 30 seconds into this matchup. Probably going to be going straight for his warp gate technology, I would assume. At this point, double gas going down here at the natural. Tech-wise, we do have evolution chamber just now completing. We have Zergling speed on the way. The metabolic boost, it is about halfway done right now. And other than that, let's see, Anjing is just droning up. He's starting to catch up to the probe count of Microstar. Going to be poking in here to see what he sees. He does only see 2 zealots on the outside of this and 1 photon cannon still for defense only. So if Anjing, I think if he makes a timing attack here, he may do very, very well for himself in an attack, but looks like he is serious about macroing up here. He's going for more gas, triple gas going down right now, and melee attack level 1 being researched as well. Microstar just brutalizing though the probe count. 40 probes now. He is cruising. Does not really seem to be worrying about defending his main. What do we have here? More gateways going down and a Twilight Council and a Dark Shrine. Oh my goodness. If Anjing does not catch wind of this in time or does not put up some spore crawlers or a overseer or something, he is going to have some serious trouble dealing with this. He does not appear to be prepared for this. He is taking his third, which is now complete. This could be brutal. This could be brutal. Very, very much so for Anjing. Microstar making a very nice tech pattern here. I love my Dark Templar versus Zerg. The nicest thing about it is if they do, or if they are able to hold off some Dark Templar aggression, you can transition right into Archons, which are super effective against lots of Zerglings and Banelings and all sorts of other things. Even Roaches, when it comes down to it, they're pretty stinking effective against Roaches, just depending on what other support they have. Usually if they have Stalker support, they can roast through some Roaches pretty dang good. But we do have 1 Spore Crawler on the field, so this is great. Great play by Anjing. 1 single Spore Crawler here will catch wind of Dark Templar coming into his main, which are stuck. They cannot get out of this base right now. They're going to be taking out this pylon, unpowering those warp gates for just a moment there. These Dark Templar look like they're going to be heading out across the field. Yes, they are. They're going to be very, very unhappy unless they go to this one. There is no Spore Crawler here, so if they go here, they might be okay. They could do some serious damage there. Looks like 2 of them will be heading in that direction. 2, however, are going to have a very, very bad day very, very soon. They're going to walk into some Spine Crawlers that somehow are going to be able to see them. We know why. There's a Spore Crawler there behind it. And these guys are about to get poked in the eye. Oh, and a little bit of Miss Micro there. Going completely down. This DT going to be standing watch here at the ramp, it looks like. Forcing the cancel on this, but not moving up the ramp to catch wind of this expansion yet. So Anjing getting a little bit lucky, it appears, at this point. And look at this, he's tossing down a Spore Crawler here and another Spine Crawler in the back of this mineral line, and Microstar not moving up to attack this. Does not know about it, and these are definitely going to be completing in time to defend against a couple Dark Templar. What do we have out here? We have a kind of a pylon out here. It looks like he's going to be defending here at the low ground, kind of in the middle of the map, which is not a bad idea. Plenty of photon cannons here to take out Zerglings coming in for easy snipes. But here come quite a few Zerglings across the map right now, wondering where Anjing is headed with these. Down goes 1 Dark Templar. Looks like there was a Dark Templar in here for just a moment, but he did get killed by this Spine Crawler. We kind of missed that. Sorry about that. And excuse me, I keep coughing. I'm sorry, but I got these bad allergies when I mow my lawn. That is never fun. I'm going to have to quit mowing my lawn. I can start, you know what, I live in Texas. There are all sorts of people in Texas that will mow your lawn for a couple $100 a week. So maybe I can't afford that quite yet, but maybe I'll find somebody to do it for cheaper. This attack not going terribly well for Anjing, but Microstar taking quite a bit of damage there, really. Let's take a look at units lost and see how that's looking. Microstar significantly behind right now. I think most of that is due to those Dark Templar, but because that's almost 1,000 minerals lost just in Dark Templar. But now he's cleaning up just a little bit. It looks like he's going to be closing that units lost gap. Let's take a look at production. We do have Mutalisks on the way. This could be tons of fun. There is 2 photon cannons in the main. However, the main is getting close to mined out. Let's take a look at photon cannons here. There's one here, and one here. So kind of in a triangle. They're a little bit spread out, however. So it will come down to whether or not Anjing's placement on his Mutalisks is good or not. This expansion not going to happen yet again, and this whole army though being scouted. Anjing going to have to defend against this, backing out as soon as he sees that force field. Moving straight across the map, going to see what he can make happen here. Oh, look at this. We are going to have a drop here any moment. These guys headed out. Where are they going? They're saying, forget this battle. We are out of here. Warp Prism saying, fine, let's go. And this front door defense going pretty well. I wonder if these guys are going to get cleaned up. It looks like they will. There are plenty of stalkers here now to clean that up. And so unfortunately, Anjing falling a little bit behind. You have both the macro and the army count. And more going on up here that I missed. Sorry about that. I was hearing it, but I couldn't see it on the mini-map. I guess there was too much green here for me to see, but I should have been able to guess that. My goodness. And here comes our drop, though. We will not miss this. There are 4 zealots in there. And he knows the relative placement of the spore crawler, so he will probably stay out of range of that, I would assume. Is he? No, he's not. He is going to get blasted away there. Wow, almost losing that warp prism, but getting these zealots down in there, and he's probably going to be warping in. Some DTs, yes he is. Yet another Dark Templar. This expansion is going to be having quite a bit of trouble at this point. Is there an Overseer coming? No, there is not. So these DTs are going to be super effective right now. Got to get some detection in there. He's going to be backing this Warp Prism out. However, keep that guy safe for a little while. There is an Overseer now on the way. This DT up to 6 kills, having a grand old time taking out Zerglings. But down he goes. And now this expansion ready to be saturated yet again. Microstar taking his 4th base right now. My goodness, is he staying on top of his macro. Let's take a look at units. 68 probes right now to 66 drones. So Anjing probably going to need to expand here fairly soon. His main is just about mined out. Oh my goodness, actually no, it's not. His natural is probably even closer to being mined out than his main. So that's actually pretty good. So good job for Anjing. Making do with less a little bit and keeping his main running, which usually your main is a lot easier to defend than other locations. And it's better to defend your main than other locations because most of your tech structures will be in your main. But this is a very, very hefty army moving out across the map here by Microstar. Going to try and intercept this, try and get these guys out of position. Oh, look at those storms going down, softening those guys up quite a bit. This is just not enough Mutalisks, I don't think, to really make anything happen here. Oh my goodness, now they're getting out of position, getting the surround with these stalkers. No storms going down though, did he? I think he did snipe all of the High Templar. But yet again, this expansion not going to be happening for Anjing. Is he going to be able to hold on here? I do not know. More reinforcing stalkers. This is going to be very, very difficult for Anjing to deal with. Look at that army. That is tremendously large when it comes down to it. So Microstar staying well ahead of his opponent. Let's take a look at what that looks like on units lost. Anjing severely behind now in this matchup. Microstar, let's take a look at the Army tab. What is the Army tab? A. Wow. Microstar's Army twice the value right now of Anjing. Not a good situation to be in. Anjing having to go for some roaches just for defense here at this point. And this Army, my goodness, he is going to be in a lot of trouble here very shortly for Anjing if he does not macro up this Army. Looks like he is focusing on an Army right now, trying to take this expansion at the same time. Units tab shows that Microstar is creaming him now with the probe count 73 probes. He is not going to want to get too terribly many more. All he has to do now is mine out bases and keep expanding, so he'll be able to max an Army here fairly shortly, which he is looking, it appears that he is doing just that. The upgrades on these guys is phenomenal. He's got +3 attack. These roaches gonna try and make something happen here. Not too bad of force building there. These guys trying to move forward through the zealots, not a good idea. Microstar got +1/+1 there, but is going to have to back out. Units lost tab shows that he closed the gap a little, but not by too very much. So that was actually pretty decent attack there by Anjing. He's going to have to continue that. I think if he wants to get himself back in this match, he is still definitely behind. Needs to make something happen. It's just tough. I mean, there's such great defense here by Microstar, and he's staying on the offensive, keeping Anjing on his side of the map, which is exactly where you want a Zerg player to be. On their side, you do not want them free reign around your base, keeping you locked in. So great job by Microstar, and yet again moving out across the map. Nearly a maxed out Army right now. And here comes the attack right now. Anjing needs to be backing these guys out, finding his reinforcements first before he engages this, or he is going to be in a lot of trouble. These roaches moving forward right into the attack. Gonna have some trouble. My goodness, these stalkers being blinking back to take less damage. Very, very good micro here yet again from Microstar. He does get a star on his star chart for that. Micro there. Very, very well done. He is backing out again, though. He doesn't want to lose these stalkers, so very, very good play there. Trying to keep track of keep hold of as many stalkers as he can. But if you look at his Army count, look at that. I mean, he essentially could have reinforced it, but better play to not lose as many units when you're coming into a slight disadvantage in that matchup. Those roaches were doing quite a bit of damage, but now he's staying right in the middle of the map again. Anjing trying to take a 5th base. He desperately needs it at this point. Units tab shows that he is still 24 drones behind his opponent's probes. Here comes the attack again from Microstar. Keeping this pressure on. This is what we want to see. And there's quite a few Immortals in there, 3 of them. But all these stalkers being blinked back to take less damage. And oh my goodness, Anjing having to give the GG there. Just did not have the defenses that he needed to make this happen. Very, very good game. Very well played. Thank you guys for coming out. Congratulations, Microstar. You will be moving on in the tournament. Anjing, thanks again. We hope to see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Always Alt StarCraft. We'll see you guys next time.